So how does legalism creep in? Next on the Metal Pulpit. All right, so let me give you a basic example of how legalism creeps into our churches, into Christianity. Nowhere in Scripture does it say you need to stand in regards to singing songs of praise and worship or hymns or anything like that. Inevitably, though, the worship leader will say, everybody stand with me. Or in some churches, they'll say, feel free to stand or sit. And then sometimes worship leaders will either A, forget to mention anything, or just won't say stand up. But when they hit that one song, whatever that song is, Shout to the Lord, or whatever golden oldie, or I guarantee one that always does it is How Great Thou Art. When they start singing that, inevitably people start standing up. And if you're from a Pentecostal circle, hands start going up as well. Now, what happens is they start standing up, and over time, whenever this song is sung, they stand up more and more, and then the people around them are thinking, oh my goodness, did I miss something? Did the worship leader say stand up? So they stand up, okay, peer pressure in worship. And then the people around them are like, I kind of feel like a heel, so I'm going to stand up too. And then there are those people who just sit back and I'm just going to sing while sitting, or I'm not even going to sing. I'm just going to listen to the words of other people singing. And somehow those people are viewed as dealing with sin or a rebellious spirit, or there's something deep going on in their heart. You see, this is how legalism creeps in. Because those of you that come from backgrounds with altar calls, if you don't respond to the altar call, you're viewed as losing your salvation, and there's something deep going on. You know, legalism doesn't just creep in churches. It creeps in nowadays through all sorts of social media and everything else. If Aunt Ruth has a birthday party and everybody's posting on her wall, happy birthday, Aunt Ruth, I can't believe you're 76, can't believe you're still alive, whatever the situation is, and you don't because you actually phoned Aunt Ruth and told her happy birthday, somehow a relative or a friend will start thinking, oh no, there's an issue. Why don't you like Aunt Ruth? What did she do to you? What did you do to her? You know, and so these thoughts start coming in. Quite a few years ago, I was at a public pool with our kids, and this lady walked by, and she didn't bid me the time of day, and we were friends, okay? This person, we've been through a lot together. We were friends, and I said, hi, and no response. I got up and I said, hey, how you doing? No response. I got in front of her. I'm like, hey, there's obviously something wrong here. What's going on? And she goes, well, didn't you hear my dad passed away? I did not hear this. How did you notify people? On Facebook. There's the problem. There's the problem. Some people only have 10 or 15 or 20 friends on Facebook, and so it's easy to see everything. Some people, not just pastors or authors or famous people, have hundreds, if not thousands of friends on Facebook. And so their Facebook wall is constantly revolving over and over. Every time they hit refresh, there's new updates. I realize for people that don't have that many friends on Facebook, that's okay. But they don't realize how fast a wall can keep revolving, or a Twitter feed, or Instagram. You see, when we rely on these sort of things, it's not that we don't care or that we didn't weigh in, but now it's better to realize a phone call is the way to go. Now, let's say the phone call is made. Okay, now all of a sudden we've made contact with this person and we've expressed our condolences, we've said happy birthday, whatever we've done. Now there's still that sense of, you know, people weighing in and saying, well, I didn't see you comment. Did you publicly comment? And somehow you're viewed as less than human because you didn't chime in on a message thread, a private message thread, a Facebook feed, a status update, and now somehow you're viewed as this person that just doesn't care, when in fact, you're doing things behind the scene. Here's the bottom line. Nobody knows the motive of your heart. Nobody knows what's going on in the private area of your life. If it's a big issue, if there's something seriously going on, a phone call or a text message is the way to go. Skip the social media and don't rely on drama to get your attention, but rather call the person directly. Get in touch with that person. And for you that don't weigh in because you already know the situation, you've already made that phone call or that text message or a private message, don't feel like you're a bad person because you didn't publicly say, happy birthday, Ruth. You know, it just, there's no reason for that. Our society has become so crazy in regards to these things that, you know what, don't let it bother you. Don't let it get in your way. But rather, do what's right, do the right thing, and then you will know that you did the right thing. Hey, shoot me your questions, PastorBobAdams@gmail.com. I'd love to address them in upcoming Metal Pulpits. Have a great day.